There. Can you guys hear me now? All right, good. Welcome, everybody. Tall Dog, Sish, Mackenzie, Brian. There. Can you guys hear me now? I always forget the goddamn unmute button. And if you have children in the room, you might want to watch this later or not have them around because I do use foul language. Nothing crazy, but you know. All right. So, all right, cool. Thanks, man. Thanks. So, let's talk, man. Let's talk. I'm doing this video. Okay, there it is. All right. I see all the DFS club in here. All right, good. I appreciate the support, guys. So let's talk, guys. So I had to do this video. I had to do it because y'all know me. I love my sports. I absolutely love my sports, except for soccer. I can't say I love soccer. I'd be lying if I said I did, but yeah. But so it started with the NBA, right? We're all excited. They're coming back. They're going to be in this bubble. Same with NHL. They're going to be in this bubble. MLB is coming back. No fans in the stands. I can't comment on, I mean, it's not fake, but it's not nearly as bad. Especially we found out yesterday that I can't say it because YouTube will flag me. The CV was not nearly as bad as we thought, right? The death rate went from 100,000 to 10,000 people, but we didn't know that at the time. All right, we didn't know that. So we're all in house arrest. We're all locked up in our houses. So we're so excited we're going to get our sports back, right? We're going to get our sports back. I was excited, right? Y'all know me. I was playing freaking KBO at the time because that was the only thing going. So the players, let's start with the NBA. The players and the damn commissioner of the league come to an agreement. They're going to go to this bubble in Orlando. They're going to they get whatever they want. So let's start there. This commissioner has no clue, has no control over this freaking league. None. Number one, he needs to be fired. You would think they would have gotten it by social justice warriors getting their hands on the NFL. What happened? That would not be a good idea. It's never a good business decision to bring politics into your sports. You go watch sports to get away from that crap, okay? If they want politics, they'll go to fucking whatever news channel they want, right? They'll see it there. Sports is a nice getaway from everybody. This is not a shut up and dribble thing. Not at all. I get it. They have political aspirations, but you know what? When you're an athlete, you're a role model. You have a lot of eyes on you. If you want to be a political columnist, go work for one of the news sites. All right. Social justice warriors. Social justice warriors. Everything they touch gets destroyed. Everything they touch gets destroyed. I'll start off with Star Wars. I'm gonna go freaking nerd on you guys right now. All right. I love my Star Wars. Kathleen Kennedy got a hold of Star Wars and totally destroyed it with her, feminism and her freaking social justice warriors crap that she thought she had to throw in the movies. All right. So that's just one example. Number two, Hollywood, right? Hollywood was making all these movies, all social justice warrior crap. Hollywood went into the toilet, right? No one was going to see movies anymore. Sales were down by like 50%. It's like they don't get it. They don't freaking get it. And now social justice warriors have got their claws into my sports. What's up, Schroeder? Schroeder thought he'd come say hi. And I'm not angry, you guys. It's just how I talk. I just talk loud. So let's start the NBA. So the agreement, they come to this bubble in Orlando, which was fine. I was so excited about it. But the first mistake, this might have flown in the years past. This NBA right now is not my Magic Johnson, not my Michael Jordan, not my Kobe Bryant NBA. I don't know what the hell this is. All right. You give them, they paint Black Lives Matter on the court. Now, when I say Black Lives Matter, the the saying, absolutely, I agree 100%. But as far as the organization goes, 99% of the people have no clue what the organization does. Not a freaking clue. So they go ahead and they let them do Black Lives Matter on the court. All their social justice warrior signs, signals, whatever, all over their jerseys. And look what happened to the ratings. Down 40%. The ratings went down to 40% in a time when we're so hungry for sports. We were watching KBO staying up till 3 a.m. to watch baseball. There's the first problem. Already people are like, I'm not going to watch this crap. I'll watch freaking Fox News. I'll watch CNN, whatever you watch, right? So they let them do that. At first, even I was just like, okay, that's fine. I'll fucking deal with it, right? But the networks just kept pushing it. The player for social justice warriors, it is never enough. No matter how much you give them. No matter how much you give them. So the season was going great, you know. All these sports started started playing. So Black Lives Matter, the organization, in case y'all don't know, was founded not by black people. It was founded by a bunch of rich billionaire white men. Right? Look it up. I got receipts. Look it up. They can give a shit about Black lives. Black Lives Matter, the organization, are the ones out there in the streets right now, the ones burning everything down, killing other black people, other black children. They're killing white people. They just executed one 2 days ago in Portland, right in the middle of the street, executed them. Hey, there's a Trump supporter. Get him. Boom, shot him right in the head. He had a BLM tattoo across his neck. So what's going on with that is the organization of Black Lives Matter is funded by a lot of George Soros. You guys have probably never freaking heard of him, right? He funds these groups. It actually just came out that they've been getting on airplanes full of these people dressed up in all black to go out to all these big cities and create chaos. That is what is going on. That's just a little tidbit of the organization Black Lives Matter. They don't give a shit about black people. And most people know that now. I mean, it took a little bit, but they know there's a bunch of billionaire white guys, and it's all political. That's all it is. It's fine. Keep it out of my freaking sports. We don't want to see it. I live in the hood. The black people around here do not like Black Lives Matter, the organization. They do not like it. They do not think that they speak for them. The whole defund the police, right? Defund the police. Okay. So this just came out in the Wall Street Journal that only 20% of African Americans that live in the hood, I'll call it the hood because I'm real. I'm not going to call it low income, whatever. I'm going to call it the hood. Only 20% agree to defund the police. 80% say no, we need the cops in our streets. This is just beyond insane. Yes, there are bad cops out there. I'm not, of course they are. They're bullied in high school. They were, for whatever reason, you got your majority of cops that need to go. I got a couple in this town here that need to go. Okay. They messed with me because before I was making money, I drove this piece of junk truck around and they're always pulling me over. I knew better than to go on the street and drive after 11 p.m. because I knew my ass was getting pulled over. All right. So yeah, there are a lot of bad cops out there, but there are a lot of good ones. That's just one thing they stand for. Okay. So now you have it painted across the court, the basketball court. You have TNT is probably the worst out of the two. And I just saw this the other day, that ESPN, which the whole game, they won't even talk about the game. They'll just talk about social justice warrior talk, right? ESPN, the ratings are at the lowest they have ever been since they started. That's 40 years. 40 years since day one. ESPN has the lowest ratings they've ever had, ever. This is the NBA playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell is going on? I know exactly what's going on. People are not watching. The public has spoken. TNT. Yeah, I love Shaq. I love Charles. They're kind of. I can see it in their faces. They're just kind of like, but because it's a different generation, you know. Um, TNT's the worst. I have to mute a game to even watch a game on TNT. Um, let me check. Let me check the comments here. Mark, finally someone has the ball to say it. Always 100. Yeah. So I'm putting my neck out here. This is my channel. This is my YouTube channel. Um, I just had to say it, guys. I don't, it could go bad. I could lose all my subscribers, but it is what it is. I'm not always keeping it real. I have no opinion. Um, Either way, left, right, whatever the hell you are, I don't care. I got friends that are Democrat. I got friends that are Republican. I got friends that are, independents. I don't have any socialist or communist friends though, um, but yeah, you got a bunch of white guys. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. So when you donate money to Black Lives Matter, do you guys know where that money goes? I'll give you a hint. It does not go to the black community. Not 1 cent. Not 1 cent. Y'all know where it goes? I know. I looked it up. You got to follow the money, ladies and gentlemen. You got to follow the money. It goes to the Democrat national campaigns. It goes to the old white guys like Joe Biden, like Nancy Pelosi. It goes straight to their what is this? The freaking election coming up. It goes to their election. That's where the money goes. So if you make a donation to Black Lives Matter, you're making a campaign donation to these Democrat politicians. How is that helping the black community? How has that changed? As y'all know from day one, y'all know who came up with the KKK, right? Y'all know who were the slave owners. It was the Democrats. Times haven't changed, ladies and gentlemen. They have not changed. Once again, they're using black people to raise money for their campaigns. People don't just follow the money, ladies and gentlemen. You know me, I won't speak on nothing until I find out what I'm talking about with facts to prove it. I don't go off of feelings, I go off of facts. Look it up, guys. Look it up. It's really disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. And those Republicans either, they're dirty as hell too. They are dirty as hell. Y'all know how I feel about 9/11. You don't know how I feel about George Bush. I can't look. I don't want to start talking politics. I want to keep it to my sports, my MLB, my NBA, my football that's coming up. This is the time of year we're supposed to be excited about football. And they're going to turn it up to 1,000% social justice warrior. 1,000%. Nobody's going to watch. And LeBron James, the leader of the NBA, except for the kid, the younger kids in the league, they've had it with his shit. He had to storm out of the meeting after they walked out. LeBron stormed out of the meeting because they didn't let him know that they were going to boycott their own league, being the Milwaukee Bucks. Did not let LeBron know that they were going to do it because he wanted to be first. LeBron don't give a shit. He's going to be a billionaire by the time this is over. You don't care. All he cares about is his brand. All he cares about is LeBron. He doesn't care if he burns the NBA down in the process. He does not care. If he did, they wouldn't have played basketball in China. If he did, those guys that got fired from the NBA that wore those T-shirts that said "Free Hong Kong" wouldn't have gotten fired. It goes both ways, ladies and gentlemen. So, okay, we have to deal with all that crap. Everything's going. Basketball's going. Hockey's going. Baseball's going. I was watching them all, right? I was just like, okay, my sports are back. It's kind of weird with no fans and shit, but it's sports. And then it happened. Mr. Blake happened, right? 20-second video happened. And you guys know, if you watch my videos, when it came out and the players walked off that court, I said, I'm not going to speak on it until I know about it, because not 20 seconds of video is not going to tell me nothing. Nothing. When you act on emotion and not facts, you end up looking like a jackass. Okay? I told you, go back in my videos. I said I'm not going to comment on it. I'm not going, because I don't know anything about it. All I know is a 20-second video, which could have been edited, right? Because we all know the media lies to us. When has the media ever told us the truth? Ever. They don't. They continue to lie to us, and we continue to listen to them. So, you guys with me? Hopefully I didn't scare everybody off. Yeah, I couldn't believe when I heard that about them. Actually, George Soros was flying Black Lives Matter into cities to create havoc. That's why am I not surprised? Although I've been talking about George Soros for the last 20 years, right? These are a bunch of white people, billionaire white people, who are trying to take over the world. They're trying to conquer the world, and they're trying to do it with money. And they're using poor people, black, white. Most of BLM out there are a bunch of freaking white people. They're a bunch of white people. Where it's just like, and they're again, they are using black people for political gains. That times have not changed, guys, since slavery. Times have not changed, and a lot of people are eating it up. I do like the slogan Black Lives Matter because they absolutely do. Now, the organization, when I say that, is a totally different thing. They use that name, right, to use black people. That's what they did. So the video comes out, right? It takes a couple days, and then we're ready to watch our basketball. And then we're getting news coming in, right? Milwaukee and was it Orlando have not taken the court. I already knew. I'm like, here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. Let me get comfortable, guys. Sorry. Um, and as you all know, I heard like a day after that LeBron threw that fit because he wasn't the first one. He wasn't the first one that got to do it, right? The NBA players own 50% of the NBA. So whatever the NBA brings in, the players own 50%. Why in God's name would you boycott yourself? Ratings are already down 40% because you brought politics. You brought politics into sports. Your ratings are already in the toilet. Ratings are the number one next to ticket sales. Right now, it's all they got for income. Advertisers, you name it. So they all decided to walk off. No basketball that day. They made that decision over emotions, not facts. Nobody knew what was going on yet. They should have waited. I believe they should have waited because they've already gone too far with this social justice warrior bullshit, right? There's a saying that's going around, and it's never been more true. It says, if you go woke, you go broke. And when they say they're woke, they're the furthest thing from woke. They're in a freaking coma. They have no idea. None. And they demand change. They said they weren't coming back until they get change. Guess what happened? So while they were off, the MLB and the National Hockey League followed suit over Blake. We now know he raped his baby's mama. He raped her. He had a live warrant to rape her. He beat his daughter. The guy was a piece of trash. Now we've seen the videos. You got the WNBA out there, the women, mind you. So much for the Me Too movement. You got women out there wearing his name on their shirt. This man rapes women. He rapes them and beats them up. Right? So this is the WNBA. This is their hero. Which nobody's watching them anyway, so who gives a shit? So the second video services, and you can see he comes out. First of all, they got called over there because his baby's mama was terrified that he was over there because he wasn't even supposed to be over there because he'd already raped her. He's already beat her ass. So the cops show up, right? The cops show up. They try and detain him. As you can see, they tried to do it. He wrestled with them. He put one of the cops in a headlock. He got away. He got loose. Like he broke loose, not like got away, but he broke away. Then the police shot him with a taser gun. More than one taser gun. That didn't work. He kept walking. So he walks around his car. And mind you, he told the police, I have a knife. I'm going to stab you with it. He tells the police, I'm going to go get my knife. And what does he do? He walks around the car, opens the door after he's already wrestled with them, put one of them in a headlock. He reaches in the car. Now, if that were me, you best believe my ass would have been shot. Now, were the amount of shots that came in justified? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Is he going to live? That's up to him and God. That's up to him and God. But the moral of the story is this guy is a real piece of shit for what he's done to women, what he's done to children. He got arrested before he was at a bar and he took a gun out and started pointing it at people. These are not, I'm just walking down the street people, guys. These are felons. These are people that have hurt other people. And these are these NBA's heroes. These are the MLB's heroes, the NHL's heroes here. Meanwhile, the ratings are going even lower. And LeBron James wants and demands change. He wore a T-shirt the other day that said, vote or die, right? He wore a T-shirt that said, vote or die. Only 20% of the NBA players are registered to vote. Look it up. I cannot make this shit up. So only 2 out of 10 NBA players are registered to vote. That is pathetic. That is pathetic. Y'all know if you want to make change, you got to go out and vote. But how are you going to tell people to do that when your ass yourself ain't even registered to vote? What the hell is going on? LeBron does not care. I'm just glad that the younger generation in the league is kind of like not buying his crap. There's hope, right? There's hope. They had another meeting the other day. The younger players have had enough of his shit. They had enough. He stormed out again because they wouldn't listen to him. So yeah, you go woke, you go broke. I saw the ratings over the weekend. 50% down, 50%. These are the NBA playoffs. What, in a business aspect, what the hell is the NBA thinking? That goes for MLB and that goes for NHL. So you guys shut down your sports over a rapist, a guy who beats up women, because you had no clue what happened. You had no clue. But yet you decided that was worth boycotting your own business. LeBron James goes to China. LeBron James will bow down to China, who uses children as slaves to make his shoes and make his jerseys. Y'all don't know that's what China does. All right. They use child labor. They go to China and they bow. They stand up for their national anthem and then they bow for ours. Right? These are role models. These are our kids are watching. This is not your NBA of Magic Johnson, of Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley. This is not that NBA. That's the NBA we all want back. And so, yeah, they decided to come back because guess what? They found out they were going to owe all this money. And so they came back, which I'm happy they did, to be honest with you. I'm happy they did. But a lot of people are not happy with in a time where we're all locked in our homes, when you have freaking Fox News out of anybody kicking the NBA's ass. What kind of world are we living in right now? The NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs should be number one. Number one, and it shouldn't even be close. It should not even be close. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse, guys. Let me look at your guys' your comments here. NBA Gates moved to CNN. I'm gonna make some shout outs. We got Ty Bubs, my man, Frankie Hunter, Shadow Walkers, Captain Marvel. What's up, man? Nick Gomez. What's up, brother? Either you agree with me or not, bro. What's up? Albert Ross. What's up, brother? What's going on, everybody? Doug Myers. What's going on, bro? Yeah, Albert Ross, but the NHL is just as bad. They stopped playing for 2 days. The NHL. They want to talk about social justice or whatever. How many black people do they got in their sport? Two? It is just, it is all political, ladies and gentlemen. It is just all political. And they brought it into our sports. And at this rate, with nobody watching them, they're going to go to a place they've never gone before, which is bankrupt. They're going to go bankrupt. The NFL is going to go 1,000% social justice warrior on us. It'll last probably the first 2 weeks until they see their ratings complete. When they see that SpongeBob SquarePants reruns are getting more higher ratings in the NFL. And it's going to happen. It is going to happen. Look at Kaepernick now. He's laughing all the way to the bank. He signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Disney, right? He's laughing all the way to the bank. He don't give a shit. He does not care. The only sport that did not fold was Dana White's MMA, and God bless him, man. They didn't bring that shit into their fights, and they've been really entertaining. But I'm an MMA fan, always have been. But you all know Dana White. You all know he won't do that shit because he likes money. Dana White likes money. MMA ratings or pay-per-view buys are through the roof. They're through the roof. You all remember when Jonathan Isaac, my man, Jonathan Isaac, did not kneel for the anthem? Did you guys see what happened? His jersey sales went to number 2. Y'all know Jonathan Isaac is not a top 10 player in the league. He's a good player. But he took his stance, which was very brave. And his jersey's number 2 bestsellers. Even NASCAR went batshit with, they look like a bunch of jackasses with Bubba Wallace. They looked like a bunch of complete fucking idiots. They had a little parade for him because this man has never won a race in his life. Never. He's never come close. He's a nobody in the NASCAR industry. But he figured, and don't tell me he didn't think this. I'm going to get all sorts of attention for this. I commented in the DFS club that he went Jesse Smollett on NASCAR, and it's exactly what he did. And now all those drivers look like a bunch of idiots. Once they came out that no, it was not a freaking noose, it was a freaking garage door hanger. My God, I wasn't surprised because I was like, NASCAR, yeah, you know, a lot of rednecks watch that shit, and I wouldn't be surprised if a couple fans did it, but again, I waited, right? I waited, and then it came out, and I'm not surprised. Nothing surprises me anymore. But what's up, buddy? What's up, Schroeder? What's up? Yeah, just social justice warriors are a cancer to this country. Everything they touch gets destroyed. Everything. And now they got their claws into our sports, ladies and gentlemen. What are we going to do about it? We can boycott. We can keep doing what we're doing, not watch, right? The ratings show when you got Tucker Carlson, when you got Sean Hannity getting 6 million viewers, and the NBA playoffs getting maybe 1 million, if that, that's a problem. That is a huge. I remember in the 90s. You guys remember in the 90s, the NBA playoffs were going on. The ratings, they should have 10 to 12 million views easily. easily. They had to switch when the OJ chase was going on, right? And trust me, everyone, if you remember the 90s, I was there. Racism was a lot worse back then. It was a lot worse. You had Rodney King and got his ass beat for no reason, right? And tons of other shit happened. So OJ's driving down the freeway, and people were trying to click back and forth as to watch the NBA playoffs. It was, what was it, the Knicks? Yeah, it was the Knicks, and I forget who was the other team. Game 6, right? They were getting 12 million views back then. 12 million viewers. Now they can barely break a million. People have spoken and they won't let up. But you notice they're not talking about Blake no more. No one's talking about him no more. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. This is not Democrat. If they would have rolled out a bunch of Donald Trump stuff and a bunch of right-wing shit out there, I'd be saying the same goddamn thing. What are you doing? Automatically, as a business, you're going to alienate 50% of your consumers. Automatic. That's just automatic. They went out there with a bunch of MAGA hats and MAGA shirts and make America great again on the court. Half the people would have tuned out. You know, it's just, you don't do that. Don't do it. There's plenty of other outlets to go watch sports. So LeBron James says he wakes up every day and is worried that he's being hunted by police. Do you guys believe that? LeBron, why don't you go live in the hood? Why do you live with all white people? Why do you live in a white neighborhood? You hate white people so much, which you have come out and said you do not like white people. Why do you live with nothing but white people? Why are you up in the hills? Why don't you be about it, homie? I just call it how I see it, cuz you don't care about no one but yourself. And you're willing to destroy. You're willing to destroy the NBA in the process. These other players, most of them are just doing what they're told. They're doing what they're told. And I guarantee you a lot of them don't like it. They don't like the ratings being in the toilet. They don't like, because that affects their business. Again, they own 50% of the NBA. I personally have been an Oakland Athletics fan for 43 years. Season tickets canceled. I am no longer an Oakland Athletics fan because, yeah, I know a lot of people, a lot of teams like sat out for one game. They took it to the other degree. Them and the Houston Astros decided they were going to sit out another game on Jackie Robinson Day. Where if you ask me, I think Jackie Robinson had more balls than 50 LeBron Jameses. And I think Jackie Robinson would have wanted them to play. Because Jackie Robinson didn't sit. Jackie Robinson faced racism. He faced adversity. He went out there and played baseball. My heart bleeds for that man. And when I saw that movie, asked my wife, it made me cry. It really made me cry how they treated him. My grandfather played minor league baseball with Willie Stargell, another very prominent black athlete. He would have to go into restaurants to get Willie Stargell his dinner because he was not allowed in the restaurant. This shit is not happening today. This shit is not that bad, okay? You can't tell me it is because it ain't. That was real racism. That was real adversity. That is not a proud moment in our country's history. Not at all. And God rest, the actor that played him and played Black Panther. That sucks, man. Fucking sucks. And he goes the worst possible way, cancer. That is a horrible way to go. But Hollywood, woke. Look where Hollywood's at. They're all being arrested. All of them. For things I'm not going to get into. I can do a whole nother video about that. That's just like a whole nother animal as to why they're all being arrested. Ellen DeGeneres and all them. You're going to see it go down, ladies and gentlemen. Hollywood, they got woke. They're now broke. NBA went woke, got broke. MLB went woke, got broke. NHL, same thing. Social justice warriors. And LeBron, how can I say this in a nice way, LeBron, besides you ain't shit? I don't know. I don't know. He is just single-handed. They need a leadership change in the NBA. They do. Because they need someone that knows the big picture. Believe whatever you want, guys. Believe whatever you want, but keep it to yourself. You don't have to keep it to yourselves. Talk about it in the locker rooms or whatnot, but we don't want to see it on the court. We don't want to see it on the field. We don't want to see it out on the ice. Sports is our outlet. That's to get away from all that shit. You know, it's just and you got so much virtue signaling, and it's the one that are preaching to us, like go out and vote, and y'all ain't even registered to vote, that are the worst hypocrites. If there's one thing in the world that just nearly pisses me off, are hypocrites. I cannot freaking stand them, especially when they think I'm a star, I'm a star athlete, I'm a celebrity. Like we really think that celebrities' feelings matter, or celebrities matter. Their egos are so big, like they have that much influence over us in their $1 billion mansions up in the Hollywood Hills. No, we don't care. We don't care what y'all think. So, rather, which aisle you're on, like I said, the same thing. The same thing. Let me answer. I'm gonna answer Jude 31:31. Same thing, bro. If they would have went the other way with their politics, I'd be just as pissed off, just as mad. So that's where we're at. And what scares me is what's coming with the NFL. The NFL, you know, after the Colin Kaepernick thing, they saw that ratings were cut in half. They stopped doing it, right? They stopped doing it. They saw which way the wind was blowing. They saw them losing money. So they stopped doing it. Now they're going to go full. You would have thought they would have learned the first time, right? Now they're going to go in like head first with this shit. I guarantee you last 2 weeks. By week 3, you're not going to see it anymore because nobody's going to be watching. I mean, it's just, that's all I'm saying, guys. That is all I'm saying. I've only scratched the surface on all this stuff. All this stuff. Albert Ross says, yeah, I watched that movie, Ty Bubs. Jackie would have played. Hell yeah, he would have played. He played in the face of diversity and racism. He played. Not only did he play, he dominated. He dominated. Yeah, Calvin, I appreciate it. I mean, this is for everybody to get stuff off their chest, not just me. It's for everybody. Y'all know I love everybody. And I live in the hood. I live with real people. And you got politicians saying, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. What kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit? You have one man. You got 2 old white guys running for president, right? You got 2 old white guys running for president. You have one they accuse is racist, which, again, I'm the real one. If I see it, I'll call him out on it. Hasn't done a racist thing or said a racist thing. Back in the 70s, he did, kicking black people out of their houses and shit and buying up the real estate. But you got one on the other side who claims to be virtuous because he's a Democrat, right? He speaks for He speaks for black people now. If you don't vote for him, you ain't black. If you work at a 7-Eleven, you have to have a slight Indian accent. He said black people do not have culture. He said, I can go on and on. This man is running for president. The most racist man I've ever seen run for president is this man. He went to the Ku Klux. This is recent history. They were all there. Him, Hillary, they were all there. KKK, one of the head KKK members died. They all went to their funeral. They all went to his funeral. Shit ain't right, man. This shit ain't right. Yeah, Trump did used to date black women, yeah. I mean, but it's always the one that are accusing are the ones that are really doing it, guys. And that's just, I mean, I can go on for 6 hours with Hollywood, with why they're all going to be arrested, and with, you know, these athletes that think they're just gods when they're not. And again, it's not me saying shut up and dribble. I would never say that. It's just as a business perspective, you do not bring politics in, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. It's not a good idea. And as you know, the public has spoken. They're not watching. The ratings continue to plummet. TNT is really bad. I have to mute it because they're not talking about the game. They're talking about social justice the whole freaking time. It's disgraceful. It is absolutely disgraceful. 2020 has been the worst year. I've been on this earth 43 years, and yeah, it's been the worst year of my life was when my mom died. But this is right up there. This is right up. Now they're saying we have there's a meteor heading for us election night. As if 2020 wasn't enough, there's a meteor now heading for us. I don't know. Maybe God is pissed. Maybe God is mad. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But the NBA, first, to get us back, they need to apologize for acting like a bunch of idiots. All right, for acting on emotion. Now, if it would have went the other way, and that man was shot unjustified, you best believe I would have supported that shit. You best believe I would have. I mean, that shit can't happen. You can't be shooting innocent people. But that's not the case. That's not the case. Again, you notice they're not talking about him anymore. I wonder why that is. By chance? Or we all know what really happened, right? Maybe they probably shouldn't have shot him 20 times. No, absolutely not. But they choked. They choked under pressure, right? That's what I keep hearing, and I agree. They choked. It doesn't take 20 rounds to take someone down. 2 in the chest, 1 in the head, right? That's it for you military. You military people out there know what the kill shot is, right? So that's just what I needed to talk about. I was hoping that you guys would join the conversation, agree or disagree with me. I want to hear it. What's up, Calvin? Yeah, Calvin, you're right, man. You're right. The other thing we've gotten from them lately are checks, right? We gotten checks from the government to stay at home. Don't think you guys know I like Trump, but I don't like everything he does. You guys know I am pissed off about him closing the country down. I said from day one this was all bullshit. All it takes is common sense. The first words out of my mouth was, "You're doing all this for a fucking flu." And look who was right. You should have never done that shit. Destroyed lives, suicides through the roof. People lost their businesses. They lost their jobs. They lost their minds. Everything. You keep kids at home. I mean, our kids, you think think about the kids right now who can't go to school. Think about the kids who can't go to school right now. They are being mentally screwed up. Mentally. These are our children. It's just, but the good news is the Big Ten, right? The Big Ten just said they're going to play now. I told everyone in the club about the new numbers coming in of fatalities for the flu, right? For the, what? It dropped from 100,000 to only 10,000. So now the Big Ten's going to play, right? So hopefully in the near future, we can be able to go to a game. I love college football. You guys love college football. But the NBA is long gone, ladies and gentlemen. Unless they do a complete 180, unless they find a new leader that's actually believes in what he's saying, actually cares about people, actually cares about the NBA, actually cares about his teammates, actually cares about the players that are only making the bare minimum in the league, it's just going to get worse because it is never enough for social justice warriors. They will take, and there's no end in sight. So, and I know I have not even covered, not even a little bit of it. And I've been on for 48 minutes and it doesn't seem that long, but I just want my sports back. I don't want the BS politics to go with it. I don't think that's too much to ask. If you want to get your fans back, you got to get that shit out of there. Get it out of sports. Because now we're all on edge now. Because what if another shooting happens, right? What another shooting? We're gonna lose sports again. Because they're gonna walk off the fucking court. They're gonna walk off the baseball field. They're gonna walk off the fucking ice. They're gonna skate off the ice before they even know what happened. Before they even know what happened. Hey, Grandpa Deer Hunter. Yeah, you were with me, man. You were with me back then about the whole thing. You just got to use your heads. If something ain't right, if something smells fishy, you got to look into it. And you don't turn on the freaking news because they're going to lie to you. You got to follow the money, ladies and gentlemen. You got to follow the money. It's just so sad. You have an organization that, again, is using black people. Basically, I wouldn't say as slaves, but they're using them. They're using them to fund their elections. And that's where all the money is going. It's not going to the black people. Black Lives Matter has not given 1 cent to black people. So it's not their platform. You know what? It is everybody's platform. We love our sports, man. We love our sports. But I get what you're saying, Moosh. I get what you're saying. But it's not a very smart decision. It's not. They're losing their ass right now. They're losing their, and it's just going to get worse. This is the NBA playoffs, for freak's sake. There should be 10 million people, probably more than that, since we're all locked in our homes. There should be 20 million people watching it. It's just not that they can barely draw 1 million people. You got the top 3 are Fox News shows. The top 3 in ratings are Fox News shows during NFL and NHL playoff season. What the fuck is going on here? What's going on? I know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on. And there's still a lot that don't know what's going on. How brave of them to walk off the court. How brave of them to walk off the field. No, that was cowardless. That was cowardly and that was stupid. That was absolutely stupid. And for the Oakland Athletics and for the Houston Astros not to play on Jackie Robinson Day, that's a smack to the face of Jackie Robinson. That just shows you all are cowards. Oakland Athletics, you ain't shit. Everybody else played. Everybody else honored him, but not you guys. You thought you were so virtuous. I'm in California. I'm surrounded by social justice. We got Berkeley over here. We got Oakland over here. I'm out here. I mean, I feel like I'm all alone, but I just get along with everybody, guys. That's just how it happens. Let me see. The takeover is happening now. We're going to stop it. We're going to stop it. It's already. I mean, you would think they would awaken and know that nobody's watching their product, right? And they need to change things, right? I mean, you got people out there right now, black, white, brown, that are dying in the streets, and their lives don't matter. Their lives don't matter unless it's a cop shooting a black person. Then all of a sudden, before we even know what happened, they're walking off the court. They're angels, right? They're angels. They didn't do nothing wrong. They got shot for no reason. I guarantee you, if that was anybody that pulled that shit that he pulled, their ass would have been shot too. Probably wouldn't have survived it like he did. And if he does survive again, that's between him and God. The kneeling, yeah, pissed everybody off. They stopped watching. People stopped watching because of kneeling. People stopped watching, went down by 30% just because of kneeling. And now you're going full social justice warrior with the jerseys and having Black Lives Matter on the court. What do you think is going to happen? And the NFL is just going to get worse. They're going to have a black national anthem, and I still don't know what the hell that is. Then they're going to kneel for our anthem, meaning because we're all Americans. I don't care, black, white, whatever. That is our national anthem. That is our flag. This is our country, ours, not theirs. mean, the politicians, it's our country. And they're going to go full. I mean, you guys think the NBA is bad? Just wait. Just wait and see what the NFL has on tap. You have a coward of Drew Brees who made a statement. And then, like a coward, he caved to social justice warriors and took his statement back. And then he looks like even more of an idiot. People would have respected you more, homie, if you would have just kept your stance. Because we all know that's how you really feel, right? Don't ever cave to what you guys look at. This Schroeder you guys his face all up in here. Y'all just, like I always say, y'all just be real with each other. Just be real. It's just way better. The anthem is everybody's type ups. The anthem, the country, the flag, it's everybody's flag. Everybody's country. I still don't know what the Black national anthem is. I still got to look that up. I didn't know there was such a thing. Yeah, every election year is a mess. Yes, Shaq, I agree with that. But this is full retardation right now. This is full blown retardation. I mean, you have one side using Black lives to fund their fucking campaigns. Go check it out. Go check it out. If you donate money to Black Lives Matter, where that money's going. I'll give you a hint. It's not going to the Black community. Not a dime. It's going to the Democrat Party. It's going to George Soros. It's basically, what do you call it when you clean your money? It's basically they're using Black Lives Matter to clean their money and then just donate it to the Democrat Party. They think they're slick, but they ain't. They're living in a different time. We got internet now, right? We can research our own stuff and we can look. You ever want to find out the truth to anything? Follow the freaking money, ladies and gentlemen, and you will get that truth. You best believe it. You best believe it. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to come out and say. I appreciate you guys that commented on here that, whether you agree with me or not, I respect you. I respect your opinion. I will never, not have you on here or not be your friend or whatnot because you politically believe differently than me. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're ever out and shit goes down, I got your back. I'm your ride and die. I don't give a fuck who you're voting for. And that's how we need to treat each other. But virtual signaling and social justice warriors and LeBron James, the king of social justice warriors, you ain't shit. I just call it how I see it, guys. I just call it how I see it. We need to come together as Americans, as people, as human beings. Black, white, we all need to come together. I remember after 9/11, I was in my mid-20s, and this country was very, very a different place. We were all united. We were all united. This country was so clear. There was an American flag on every fucking porch step. We need to get back there again, ladies and gentlemen, and we can do it. We just got to read through the bullshit that is being told to us by Hollywood, by the media, now by our sports, right? We thought that was our escape, but no, you can't have that. I just want my sports back. Bottom line, I want my sports back. I can do other videos about Hollywood, about all that shit that I know. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood, especially, they ain't shit. They ain't shit. LeBron, if you about it, bro, if you about it, come live with the black people. Come live in a black community. You live around all white people. You hate white people so much. Why are you living next door to them? Because you don't hate white people. So stop telling people you do. Stop telling people you do. You're not a victim. It's not. In LeBron's world, it is cool to be the victim. Whatever happened to heroes? It's not cool to be a hero nowadays. It's cool to be a victim. That is beyond pathetic. I would say that's really weak. Really weak. Yeah, Captain Marvel, I'll check him out. But I'm not right wing, dude. So I don't, I want to hear people kissing Trump's ass 24/7. There's shit with him, yeah, that he needs to change too. Should never close this country down. But yeah, that's what I wanted to get off my chest, and that's just a little bit of it. That's just a little taste. Maybe we can do more of these in the future, guys. Hopefully it has some, hopefully we get our sports back. We get new leadership in the NBA. You let the kids take over because they know what's going on. All right. They've had it with LeBron's bullshit. So that's going to do it, guys. And we're going to get back to normal. Right, Schroeder? That's right. So I appreciate everybody watching, guys. You can rewatch this. I'm going to post it again on the channel. Just do your homework. Knowledge is power, guys. Knowledge is power. If you want to know about something, you just follow the money. Follow the money. You'll know exactly what's behind all of it. Right? All right. Yeah, Calvin, I feel you, bro. These are my people in the hood, man. I can't live with a bunch of yuppies, man. I'd be out of my element. I would totally, I'd totally be out of my element. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. All you guys that watch. Let's get some shout outs here real quick before I get off. And again, I know my channel's gonna take a hit. I know I'm gonna lose subscribers, but like I fucking care. I'm not gonna kowtow to the fucking social justice warriors. Ty Bubs, that rap guy. Sorry. Richie Levine, Cats Rule, Lifestyle Gaming, Thomas P, Ty Bubs, what's up, brother? Albert Ross, Captain Marvel, my dude. Life is a Gamble, Gary Stuttered, the Trap Guy. Sorry, the Rap Guy. That's twice I mispronounced you, man. I'm so sorry. Travis Gordon. Let's see. We got Calvin up in here. Moosh wins. And hopefully I got to everybody. If not, I apologize. So like every video, guys, I'm still doing my videos tonight because we don't take days off at the DFS Club, guys. So no other provider will do this. No other YouTuber that's doing NBA and MLB right now will do this because they don't have the balls. They don't have the cojones. I just tell it how it is, ladies and gentlemen. So with that said, let's pray for our sports. Let's pray for us. Let's go. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. God bless your neighbors. God bless your friends. Please, God, give us our sports back. Please, God, put an end to social justice warriors. Enough. That's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tonight. I got to check my lineups. I don't even know how we're doing, but I got to check, guys. And I want to check out this game 7. So, all right, guys. I love you all. Take care.